my God, Becky.
Can Miss Becky please raise her hand, bro?
You better call Becky with the good hair.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your girl, Becky the Poet. Welcome to my podcast, Unspoken Words. So, Valentine's Day was just last week, y'all. And if y'all missed Keedra's event, Sexplanation, man, you missed out, because that was a dope event, sold out, dope-ass art, erotic as hell. But today, we have a special guest.
Hi, I'm Monet Black. I do poetry. I write books, too. I'm an author. Y'all see that? I write books, real ones. They on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, all that. I got a website, MonetBlack.com, Instagram, Monet.Black, all that good stuff.
So we are in season 4. We're in episode 33, and it's been a minute since I actually had like an author on here, because a couple seasons ago I had Sin. He wrote a book. You know Sin Spoken Word?
Yeah, I do know him. We had the same birthday.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Twinsy. And but it's actually, you guys, this is long overdue. I supposed to have this episode with her. But you know how time is. Timing sucks. Yeah. So, but you know what that means? She's on season 4. So, Snap 3.0, you will see her perform.
Will.
So, go ahead. Show us what you got today.
All right. So, again, look at the book, Mahogany Soul. Not just another love poem. This poem is in the book, and it's called On the Wings of Love. You know, so we just had Valentine's Day and all that good stuff. And it goes, baby, tell me what inspires you and keeps you up at night, causing you to breathe heavier and faster than ever before, loving you more than those bitches before me. There was no other, and after me there will be no more, 'cause see, I was calling what you deemed unworthy, which was your soul to seek salvation, and I am forever grateful to witness vulnerability. You could, however, chance our eternity with toxic ideologies, or slowly we could drift into infinity. Yet you feel a weakness coming on, and I get it. Maybe it's too much for you. Maybe I'm too much for you. Maybe it's all too soon, but is it my fault that there is a lighthouse inside of my chest as a reflection of how beautiful you are? And I appreciate being able to see you with all 3 of my eyes from all different sides, because it's all about perspective. And I see you showing me how your love can move mountains, and I know no one has engaged you with the endless patience and effort it takes to love someone. It can be tedious to be intimate with someone and their flaws, but I am here to take on the responsibility of holding you up until you are ready to be set free, because I knew you could fly all along. Clap. Y'all can clap.
Yo. If y'all didn't know, we are back at it with the video. Honestly, borrowing my other cousin's camera because, you know, still trying to save money for a camera.
Right.
So, watch this on YouTube, too. But explain that poem to us.
So, it's about Jasmine. If you do know me, then you know I got a girlfriend. And I've been with her for 2.5 years now. When I wrote this book, this whole book is about her. All the poems in here are about her. She inspired. Like, everything is just about her. So
you in love.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a rap. Like, I'm painting my jersey up.
So, how, after you wrote this poem, like this book about her, did you tell her, or was it a surprise, or how did that go?
She already kind of knew, because she's kind of around during my creative process. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because we live together. So whenever I'm writing and all that, she's here.
You can't hide it.
I can't hide it. And I used to perform that poem a little bit, and she was like, this is my favorite. So that's really why I read that, because she liked that.
Oh, that's cute. Look at that. Love.
Right.
After Valentine's Day.
She aight.
So what inspired you to become a poet, first of all?
Well, when I was like, I think 13, right? I saw this show on BET. They don't show it anymore, but it was called like Lyric Cafe or something like that. But it was like a poetry show. And I had never seen, nothing like that. And I was in like 7th, 8th grade, something like that. And then my mom bought me The Rose That Grew from Concrete by Tupac.
Okay.
And then I was like in love with it after that. And then once I got older, like
how old were you? Would you say?
13.
Okay.
I was 13 when I first discovered poetry and like
days.
the words and all of that. And then from there, I just got kind of fascinated with how you can say things.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got kind of caught up in wanting to say my own stuff too.
Right.
So it was just a great way to express myself because I was a middle child. So I didn't really.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
they
I
call middle
didn't-
child. That's your song.
Yeah.
huh?
So I didn't really have nobody to really talk to like that. So it came a way to express myself. And then I just got really, really, really good at it.
I think a lot of poets, why we start writing, honestly, is because we feel like we have no voice.
Right.
And I feel like that's a big deal because everybody has a voice. But it's just why do we decide to be so silent?
I don't know.
'Cause we probably have the most to say.
Yeah, we really do. And I don't know why I don't know, but I just know that being in that environment growing up, I didn't have a creative outlet or a safe space to express myself.
Mm-hmm.
So writing, like, I could just do that in my room. Nobody has to know unless I show you.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a way to still get it out without having to tell everybody or tell my mom, you make me feel like this.
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So for me, I have to express myself. I'll
Okay.
go crazy. Like, I'll go.
So
I'll
is your
flip
mom
for
going to
that.
watch or listen to this?
No.
Okay. So I have a question.
No, she's not.
I've been snooping. I've been snooping a little bit, and honestly, I couldn't sleep last night.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on Twitter scrolling a little bit.
I already
and
know
I follow
what
you
you're
on
saying.
Twitter, and so you wrote a poem about your mother, right?
I did.
And
I did.
I can relate to writing poems about people in my family, especially my parents.
Mhm.
You know, I wrote poems about one of my parents or both. But I don't think I ever recited them.
Mm-hmm.
One, because I'm Asian and I feel like they wouldn't understand, and two, I feel like it would probably be heartbreaking at the same
Yeah,
time.
definitely.
So you wrote this poem about your mother, right? And you said you had this vision. So you want to tell them what the
So I just a little backstory. Mama doesn't really the fact that I'm gay just really
okay.
created a wedge, and then
Was she was she like into the whole like church stuff?
she tried
Okay.
to act like
okay,
that's
okay.
the reason, but girl, stop it. But so like that just created like our relationship was different, after that. And then I write books and I have shows. My mom ain't been to nothing.
Would you tell her about it?
Yeah,
Okay.
she know about all my stuff. She don't really.
Just
she
because you're gay.
I feel like that's a lot, and she know that I'm gonna be honest and I'm gonna talk about what you was there when I was a kid. You know what happened or stuff that was going on. So
Is
I
she
wrote,
afraid to accept the truth or hear the truth? That's
I
scary.
just feel like that's what it is because I'm not lying on you.
Right.
I'm not making up shit so I can have a poem like I'm being
right.
real. You know what I'm saying? So I just got a vision that one day she gonna surprise me and actually come to something, and that's gonna be the day I'm doing that poem.
Okay.
And she gonna hear it, and then I got a vision she just gonna leave halfway through because she don't wanna hear that.
Yeah.
I know my mama. You know your mama.
And that's a tough one. That's a tough one because if I see somebody that walked to my event that I don't expect coming, and I wrote a poem about them, or this is about them, or kind of like a message to them, I would be like, cut halfway, y'all. All right, y'all, if y'all want to hear more of that poem, hit me up outside. We can talk about it.
Right. But I just got a feeling. Because I'm telling you, she's never been anything. She don't really. I'm still waiting on her to say, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing this for a minute, so I just feel like one day somebody gonna tell her, she's gonna be here, and she gonna show up.
Actually, you'll be part of the national poetry crew, and
be
all over Cali.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, girl, I'm really
poetry,
something out here in these streets.
So when you're gay, you write poems about love. Do you have a space for your open mics? Because sometimes, I'll tell you this, sometimes open mics are they're open, but you have to be cautious about like
What
how
you
people
say.
feel about your like I'm gay or I'm this or whatever. So because people be like, some people are kind of like they don't like that. So
They don't.
So how do you feel about open mics?
I mean,
Do you go to a lot of them, first of all?
Well, I don't go to.
Okay.
I don't go to a lot of them. I just don't.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's not really
You don't
a
like being around
reason.
people?
I'm gonna be honest.
You hate people?
Unfortunately,
Don't socialize with her. She hates people.
It's not that I hate y'all. It's just I don't like pointless interactions.
What is pointless interaction?
I don't like talking about nothing. You know, like if we're not really talking about something with some stuff, like I don't want to sit up and talk about gossip all damn day.
Okay,
like
okay.
I like to talk
So
about
you
stuff.
You don't want to be talking about the negative
Yeah,
stuff.
I
You wanna
don't,
talk
and
about
that's
the
a lot of
positive
people
stuff.
are
Okay.
consumed with that. So I don't really feel like I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, that's understandable. But like,
You
so
know.
what about open mics?
So I've been to a few of them or whatever, and I was really, really, really involved with Lesbian Happy Hour when they started doing the open mic. When I had my book signings last year, they were there with them. So when I would perform a lot, it would be with Rochelle. But I've done a few other places, but I perform more when I'm booked for something.
Okay. So are you accepting bookings right now?
Yes, I am. Tell them just hit me up.
What's your Instagram one more time?
Monet.black.
Okay.
It's a period in there.
So what type of poems do you write?
Well, I write mostly, my first 2 books are majority strictly about love. Mm-hmm. There's no other, topic or subject matter. But I had a friend, he's transgender, right? Okay. And so he wanted me to write a poem for him. Okay. But I had never done anything outside of my norm.
Right. So you write in your perspective.
Yeah, I write in my perspective. I had never done that. And so I wrote a poem for him called I Never Liked Dresses as a Child. And it's like,
oh, yeah. Okay.
That's me. So I did that. And so now I can write about different things. I write about my dad, and I can write about my mom and stuff that's happened to me as a child. So now the subject matter has changed. It's about me now as a person. So my next book that'll be out this year, I don't have no date or nothing, but that one will be solely about me. Yeah, it won't just be about Jasmine.
That's kind of funny, you guys, because actually Monet Black was actually featured on season 3. She's one of the poets. Mm-hmm. I don't remember what episode, but I'll tag it somewhere in the description, whatever. But go check out that poem because she does recite I Don't Like Dresses, right? Mm-hmm. Which I thought that was an amazing poem.
Yeah, so
because I don't like dresses either.
I
dresses. My mom would force me to wear dresses.
What? My mama would force me.
And then I would cry because I was like, it's uncomfortable.
They're just weird. It's all open doesn't close. That's just not
Mama, you should be proud that I'm trying to close up all my skin.
Right. I don't want nobody I just thought it was all weird. A lot of the girly stuff that your parents want you to do because you're a girl. Right. I just felt like I don't want to do this. Right.
Well, I mean, I grew up with my dad, so when I started going and seeing my mom every now and then, I was just like, dresses. Right. My dad had me in soccer shorts. Yeah, like jeans,
letting me be myself.
Letting me accidentally grab a chunk of gel and just slick my hair back. All right, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Now I don't know what to do with my hair no more.
Right. Just let it be and just wear it down. Right.
So, as an artist, and you don't get out much, what's one way of networking or marketing your poem and your poetry, your books and stuff?
I go to, if I do go out now, it's really to like art things. Like I may go to an art show here, and 9 times out of 10, I'll run into somebody that knows me, heard of me, or something like that.
Which is good.
And so I do a lot of that. Social media, I tell people, social media can be great if you use it correctly. So I promote the hell out of myself along with other people. So I do a lot of that. I'm really, really into social media for promoting myself because I don't like to get out. I don't like to go.
She don't reply back either, you guys.
She's lying.
It took forever for me to set this up.
Part of
it is because of her.
No, it is not. Yeah, I do respond if you talking to me about something.
Yeah, about something. If you ain't really
people just be trying to talk to me, and it's like, especially women, they trying to talk to me, and now
she's off the market. Y'all don't even try.
Because in a lot of times, I want women to know this. Like my Instagram is on my girlfriend's phone too. So a lot of times when y'all say stuff, she's seen it already. So it's like, tell them don't do that. Yeah. So you gotta be careful.
Would you say she's kind of like your manager? Because sometimes, like, if you're not actively on your phone like that, having someone else have your stuff and just tell you like, yo, so and so DM me.
Yeah, like I would say that because that's the only person I really, really, really trust 100% with all of my stuff, with my money and my business, and I know she's not looking to fuck me. Excuse my French. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that, yeah. Right. My girlfriendager. Is that girlfriendager? Womanager? Because it's not manager. She's not a man. So what's the new word?
Whatever you want to be, write a poem about it.
Womanger. Y'all like that?
Wah.
That's ugly. I think managers is weird. It's not a
So
man.
before we had started recording, you had mentioned you don't like to memorize you can't memorize your poem, or you don't like the process of doing so. So
It's hard.
So when you go to open mics or when you perform anywhere, what do you do?
Well, if I know I have a performance, depending on how much time I have, I can properly prepare to memorize it. But it takes me a long time. It's hard.
Right.
Like, my brain is just not the same when it comes to retaining that kind of stuff. And a lot of my poems, I mean, you was talking about this, they have a lot of the same rhythm. Like, they flow the same, so it's easy to get them mixed up. So, like, I have a performance coming up, so I know to prepare. Like, okay, you know, you have a show coming up, so you need to be trying to memorize. So I have to really dedicate. Like, I go to work for 8 hours a day. I would have to really dedicate hours to trying to memorize
Have you
lines.
ever thought about driving and, like, reciting your poem out loud, which is also partially dangerous?
Yeah, I was
don't-
just finna say
I
that.
don't condone that, but I do. That's
You
what
do
I
that?
because, like, think about this. When you're in your car, you're in your full form Beyonce.
Right.
Okay? You are singing loud and proud. You are confident about yourself. And then I thought you turned it off.
I thought I
bro.
did too. I had to check it.
You probably should have. Y'all probably saw my face like, bro. Because it shows all on my face. But you're in your full form, right?
You are.
So, you ever think about, like, memorizing doing your poem? Because what I do is, like, I like to listen to instrumentals.
Right.
I first started off listening to Spotify's playlist, Deep Focus, because it has a piano, the soft, soothing stuff. And then I would just start reciting it, right? And a few times, I would have to pull up my notes, but I do, like, a line at a time.
Yeah,
Repeat
I
that
do too.
line, and
I
then-
go a line at
And
a song.
eventually, I start to know it better. But in my car, I am the greatest performer
I
ever.
need to try that. I've never tried.
Just don't do it while you drive. You might sit in your car
Yeah.
and blast the music, but just don't do it.
Yeah,
I don't
never
do that. I
thought to do that,
sometimes.
but I'm gonna try that now.
Don't follow the blue Honda Fit, y'all. No, yeah, that's what I do. That's my tip to you. And also just repeat.
Repetition, yeah.
And that's hard because
It is hard.
you look at Dallas Poetry Slam team.
Yeah.
They have like 4 or 5, 6 poems just ready
All the time. And I like them a lot too. I haven't performed there, but I like Candy a lot, Rage, Wayne Henry. Like, I'm cool with a lot of them, so I support them a lot. I really like what they do
I
with
love
the
them.
poetry.
I like to
team.
go to they have the art festival in Deep Ellum.
Yes.
They always, I've only seen them twice, but they're amazing.
They
all the time.
are
They're
incredible.
Great people to talk to.
They are, and they're very nice people.
Yes,
they
so
are very
they
approachable.
can watch you. If you ask them to watch you, to give you some tips,
They will. They
I've
really
asked
will.
before.
They're not stingy or selfish with the knowledge they have.
Mm-hmm.
Like Rage.
I love Rage. My favorite one.
Bro, Rage is my favorite, and he's very nice to me. He's so nice because sometimes with people when they reach a certain level, sometimes they're mean or they don't want to help
too
you.
good for you.
Yeah, and Rage is really that guy. People don't know, but Rage is really one of the best to me.
Right.
But he's so nice to me. He
I'm
talks
still
to
trying
me.
to get him on the podcast. Actually, when I first started this podcast, I had reached out. He said yes, but then I'm gonna be real with you, Rage. Like, you ain't hit me back up, but you just followed me recently, so
That's good.
That's a step forward.
That is a step.
no, like I love Rage.
I
much.
love
every
him.
time I bring him.
He's
up, I
so
love him.
good, man.
But so in the poetry community, I just talked about this in the previous episode. I think I wouldn't say it's not as competitive. Yes, I would say competitive standpoint,
Right.
but also at the same time, I feel like we are like a helping community.
I do too.
I don't feel like it's just like, because some, like, in the music world or whatever, you know, sometimes it's like I'm doing my own stuff. I
Yeah.
can't help you. But poetry, I feel like it's different because it allows you to bring out more emotions. And sometimes you can recite your poem or send your poem to somebody and they'd be like, well, maybe you should talk about this a little bit.
Yes.
But the only thing I don't like is that don't tell me how to write my poem.
That's
Just
why I
give me
don't really give it.
suggestions.
That's why it's hard for me to. I'm saying it's hard. I don't really ask
for like advice.
if it's not my girlfriend. But she's not a poet, but I know she can be like, no, I've seen you perform this like this or say this like this. But when you ask, I don't like to ask another poet's opinion because how you write ain't how I write.
Right.
Or how you feel like how I feel. How I'm going to execute this line is not the same.
And that's when you gotta have the mindset, which I just learned how to do, is like, fuck it. This is your
Yeah,
art.
fuck
Like
that.
you I write this, I feel this. If I want to say this, I'll put it like
I'm
this.
saying it like
Right.
that. I don't give a damn how you would say it. That's cute that's what you
Right.
would do. However,
Right.
you ain't Monet and I'm not you.
Right.
So,
but it's also nice to know, like, let's say if you would spin a poem, like, what your reaction would be.
right.
I like to have my friends who are music artists. I like, for my showcase, I had them drop their songs. Akira Owens and Michael, official Mike Major. They're not like big artists in Dallas yet, but they're trying to they're starting to record. And so I had them do 2 songs because I just want to see how the crowd is vibing. You know? And that just lets you learn as an artist, like, what people feel about your music so far, what you can do better,
right?
Because people hear you like, yo, I like your stuff, but let's maybe you should do this a little bit, and that's
good positive criticism. That's good. You need that. Like, everybody's not trying to be negative. You know what I mean? Right. So positive criticism, I'll say that'll definitely take you far, especially if you new doing what you're doing.
So you have 2 books out, right? So you got this one.
And then my other baby, her name is Brown Sugar. Y'all want to see her?
Go ahead.
Y'all want to see her? Hold on, let me go get her. Let me go get my baby. This is my other baby. Y'all, this is my other baby. They're sisters. They're both women. They're sisters. She's older. She's 2. She'll be 3 years old in May. Her name is Brown Sugar and ode to her. So all of my book titles, they're like from songs. Mm-hmm. Brown Sugar is from D'Angelo, which is like, he's Jesus to me sometimes with music. Like, Brown Sugar, I will listen to that song every day of my life. And then Mahogany Soul is an Angie Stone album. Some people don't know that, but I like 90s. Like, I'm stuck there.
I told someone that I like 90s music too, but what 90s music was pretty much more 2000s.
Yeah, a lot of it did, but like Brown Sugar and all that, that's not.
Yeah,
you know what I'm. That's definitely not. So, but I'm stuck in that part of life, 90s and the early 2000s, up until maybe 05.
So, like with you being inspired through home events and just love and everything, what made you want to put your poetry in a book rather than doing like poetry EPs or like YouTube visuals?
So I always wanted to write a book as a kid. Once I realized that I wanted to do poetry, I always wanted to write a book. So
it was a built-in passion.
I already knew this is what I wanted to do. And when I realized that I could really do this myself, this wasn't something I needed help with. Mm-hmm. That's what I wanted to do. But I do plan on doing like a poetry EP this year. That's something that I do want to do. I do have poetry visuals. I have like 2, but you got to go on my website to see them.
What's your website though?
MonetBlack.com.
Okay.
Everything's
Easy.
Monet Black.
Easy.
Everything is my name. So, but I just feel there's a lot of ways to do poetry. You don't have to just do the book, or you don't have to just do the EP, or you don't have to just do the visuals. Like, you can do everything because we're not rappers, so it's different when you a poet.
Well, some people, how some people say like rappers are poets.
They say that, but it's like some of the rap I hear that's not poetry, fam.
Okay. What would you say is not? What would you say it is?
Oh, okay. A rapper that I say is a poet.
Look, how about this, y'all? I'm about to throw this little game in here. I'm gonna name a rapper, and you say poetry or no poetry, right?
Oh,
I'm just throwing some stuff out. Ready?
Let's see.
Okay. Nas.
Poet.
Biggie.
Poet. Because he tells stories. So I would call him a poet. Ghetto poet.
Lil Wayne. Ooh.
Yeah. Mixtape Wayne, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Because his punchlines and metaphors are like really next level to me. And that's a big part of poetry to me.
Zero. Mo City Dome, man.
A ghetto poet, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chameleonaire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. His wordplay that's what make me call him a poet.
Mike Jones.
No. No.
Ray Shreward.
I'm gonna say no, but that doesn't mean that they music isn't like, no, just no.
Okay.
I had to think about it. Just no.
Migos.
Oh no. Dr. Seuss rhymes maybe, but not poetry.
Let's see what else. Wale.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I love Wale, by the way, y'all.
He's like top 3 for me.
J. Cole.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a fave. He's like one of my favorite rappers.
21 Savage.
This new album, yeah.
Okay.
Have you heard his new album?
I have not heard his new album.
I was definitely. His older stuff, absolutely not. But this,
Okay.
mm-hmm.
Well, I guess that kind of distinguishes it then.
Yeah.
I would say kind of like, I'm not saying new artists, but the modern artists that we like listen to on the radio now, I wouldn't say no poetry, but they can be if they wanted to.
Exactly.
There
lot
are
of
some
them.
songs that it's well, there are some songs that like, yeah, I could understand like where they're coming from, like they speak emotions and stuff. But
Right.
it's just, like literally twerking.
That's not poetry, fam.
Dancing,
It's fun though,
drugs.
but that doesn't mean
Right.
you're not a
Right,
fucking
okay,
poet.
okay.
Kendrick Lamar is my favorite rapper,
Right.
definitely poet,
Okay,
all the way.
definitely. What about A$AP Rocky?
Sometimes he can be.
Sometimes he can.
Sometimes he like a lot of that first album for sure. Very much so.
Okay.
But he do it now and then when he want to.
Right.
But he definitely has the poetic element to him.
Okay. So, writing a book, is it a long process? Is it a
Yeah.
hard process? Is it easy?
It's not easy at the fuck all. Because you have to really, it's like writing a book. Like you have to really type all of this stuff out in a Word document.
Do you have to get it sent to be published somewhere?
Yeah, like my books are really self-published, so it's kind of like with a company through Amazon Create Space if y'all want to publish books. And
So what does self-publish mean?
cause it's like you published it yourself.
Oh,
You
so
didn't
you
go
just-
through a publishing company.
Oh, so you just do it all yourself and you just send it in and they just print it?
Oh. It's really that. Some people are really surprised, but it's really that simple. It's just up to you to make sure you put the work in, make sure it's aligned right, and it looks like a book.
Okay.
So that's really where the work comes in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But writing the poems, if you really a poet, then you write poems all the time.
Okay.
It's just picking, do I want this one here? Do I
Right, right. It's kind of like picking the songs out for your album.
how you want the track listing to go.
Right,
the cover
right.
art. All it's the same process.
You ever write a poetry book? Does it, like, with different poems that don't mean anything? Or do you have, like, cohesive poems, like, that fit together?
Cohesive.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know. I think I have an OCD with that. It
Okay, well,
just
that's
has
good.
to
That's good
make
to- that's good to
sense
have,
to
though.
me.
Because I was talking to one of my friends, and he was telling me how sometimes music artists, they'll have albums, like, songs put together, but, like, it'll be, like, shaking ass over here, and then, like,
I don't
Heartbreak
understand
Love
that.
over here.
Yeah, it's like they put everything
how am I
in the
supposed to
album,
feel?
and it's like
Now,
what
if
I
you can
do.
transition it very good. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Because I know Drake can do that.
Drake, yeah,
The way, if you listen to his songs in order, it transitions very well.
it does.
But some people,
They don't. It doesn't transition. Like you said, it's not niggas is not cohesive out here. Sometimes with albums, and you can hear that.
right,
I can tell.
right.
So
So you write your poems, you got your 2 books, got everything going on. I low-key interrupted you. Sorry, working on like listening to the people. But so we're about to close off this episode, right? So what would you give advice to people who are, we're gonna be real right here, gay poets
okay.
who are trying to put themselves out there?
Mm-hmm.
Also, when family doesn't approve of like and
You
support
period.
what you, like, you know, what you're doing. So how do you, what would you say to those people?
For me, it was just this was something I wanted to do. I didn't really care that my mama and them didn't really support it. You have to really have the mindset and understand that you're going to face a lot of rejection whenever you put yourself out there to do anything. It may not just be with your family. Some people not going to like what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they're not going to want to support it. But if you have to have the drive in you to just keep going and keep saying, I don't give a damn. Like, I don't care if my mama read the damn book or no. I don't care if my mama like it or not. And that's my mama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So once you can conquer that mentally and you have the drive and the mindset to keep going, you'll be fine. And you have to put yourself out there. I know people who are poets, and I'm like, nobody knows because you don't show or do anything. I don't care that you write in your room at home. People have to know that.
Exactly. I was telling my friend, I was like, I'm not going, like, you're not a music artist till you drop music. You a model. That's what everybody sees right now. But until you drop music, that's when you be a
Exactly.
music/model.
You have to put yourself out there in the forefront. Like, I got a homegirl. She's written like 2 books. People don't really know because she won't.
Like she
Put
wants
us out. I
to,
was
right?
like, you're going to have to get on the stage.
Right,
People
you gotta-
have to hear. You can't.
Even if you gotta read it, man.
Yeah, I was like, people not going to want to buy anything they haven't heard. I'm not buying an album and I haven't heard any music off of it. So you have to get over that fear of rejection and just do it.
Well, that was some good stuff.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people need to hear that, especially right now in this world. It's crazy.
It is.
People are scared.
To be themselves. Don't
That
be
is true.
scared to be yourself. If you gay, shit, you're gay. I'm sorry. If you gay and you do poetry, you can write that.
Right.
Somebody's gonna receive it well. Like lesbian happy hour, what does that sound like?
Right.
Gay is for the gays.
There's a place for everybody. Also, Nishi.
She
She has like open mics.
I haven't been, but I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it's called Queer Pop.
Queer as fuck.
Queer as fuck.
That's what it's called, and I want to go.
Oh, never mind, y'all. We back at it. The camera's weird, y'all.
Yeah, you know.
But anyways, go
technology.
ahead and plug yourself in.
Oh,
One
again.
last time.
So I have, if you want to see me perform, the biggest thing I'm doing, March 19th, I'll be at House of Blues. Raw Dallas will be at House of Blues this year for like the first time ever. That costs money. People are asking me, and I'm like, have you ever been to the House of Blues for free? I don't know that they have free anything. You know what I'm saying? So it does cost money when you buy tickets. It does support me and help me. So, MonetBlack.com. Man.
Okay. And how much are tickets? Because I know you gotta sell tickets, right?
Yes, tickets are like $22. They are. It is
and they
expensive.
can get them from you, right?
Yeah, just hit me up for everything you need, and I will direct you.
And how much are your books?
Oh, my books. Mahogany Soul, she's $15, and then Brown Sugar is $10. But if you get them from me, will work with you. I work with people.
Okay.
How much money you? I just
but you
want
can
people
also
to
get
have
them on Amazon, right?
You should just type me in. If you type me in, I'll come up.
Okay.
People don't think type in Monet Black on Google and put author. I'm gonna be the first person that pops up. You can actually Google me, and I'll come right up. Or go to my website. If you go to MonetBlack.com, there's a link for my books. Or MonetBlack.com/books.
Right.
And it'll take you straight to them.
Dude, she's all there. Whenever
everywhere.
You can't miss her. All right, y'all. So she'll be there performing for the Snap 3.0. That's coming up after season 4 is done. I'll tell y'all when the dates are, the details, and you know it's gonna be lit because guess what? Unspoken Showcase was the littest of them all.
It was. Oh, I'm so mad. I missed
y'all.
that.
We is out.
Peace, homies.